Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So let's do a little update on my deck gardening, the affordable way to garden. Actually, I'm gardening this way because I can't bend down all the way to the floor. So instead of just giving up 100% on my beautiful garden, I'm doing stuff up here. But look, my little potato plants are coming up. I want to show you my carnivorous plants because they are just thriving out here, eating every bug on the planet. Look at this one. See how the leaves curl when they catch a bug? It actually curls like that. Look, on that one, you can see that little black dot on the top. That's actually a bug that landed on there. So those little hairs on the leaves are sticky. And yeah, when they land on there, you're done. So look in there. See all that? It's a stink bug in there and some ants. And let's see this one. Oh, look at all those bugs in there. So on the edge of these plants, it's sticky. So that's what attracts the bugs, and then they just fall in. So I don't feed these plants, these carnivorous plants, any worms through the summer because they just catch their own. Look at that, little ants in there. Yeah, ants are a big thing out here. So look, there's some there. In the winter, I do bring them inside. I give them a worm from my worm farm, about one every 2 weeks or so. And I keep these plants on grow lights because they really do well with lights. So look at this one. Let me zoom in so you can see the bugs in there. This is a pitcher plant and it is definitely eating well. Look at all those ants. This is actually a carnivorous plant called a ping, and it lets out these flowers to attract insects, and then the insect falls in here. These leaves are all sticky and that's where they go. So not too bad. And look at my bonsai. My bonsai tree is actually growing little leaves. So it's loving it out here. It's loving it. So if you guys, if you're into carnivorous plants, get one and just try it. It's really interesting. These pitchers, they grow huge. A lot bigger than this, but this is a nice sized pitcher. So give carnivorous plants a try. You never know. So let's look over here. So my tomato plants are doing well. Last night here in southern Indiana, we got a lot of rain and they just love the sun up here. And my Cuban pepper plant is growing well. This is going to grow. This is called the cachucha, or in some Caribbean countries, they call it ají dulce. And it grows these peppers that look like habaneros, but they're sweet. And they go from green to orange to red. When they turn red, they kind of have a teeny bite to it, but not really. I always pick them when they're orange because to me, that medium grade is when they're the most flavorful. And I chop them up and I put them in my Cuban black beans, like my stews that I make, and it just flavors them amazing. And now all my onions have started to grow. See the little green tip? So when these onion tips are about that tall, I cut them so it puts the energy into the bulb to make the bulb bigger. And then this thing, I use it to cook Asian food. So it turns out really delicious. I still don't know what I'm doing with this thing. I think I'm going to mix it up and maybe throw another, potato seed in there just to see what happens. Not sure. I had spearmint in there a while ago, a couple of seasons, and it just died. So things are doing very well out here. The heat is starting to arrive here, and it's really making the plants thrive. And the forest is looking absolutely beautiful. Beautiful. So down there is my Bigfoot fire pit, I call it, down there. And I love to burn wood and just sit and relax by the fire and have a beer. And I'll be filming more down there when I go down there. Right now it's just too wet because last night it rained so much. The wood, when it's wet like that, it just won't catch. It just won't catch. And it's like, if you ever try to burn wood that's wet, it's like almost impossible. It takes forever. So look at Olive. She's so nosy, that dog. She sticks her head in my garden. There's nothing in there, but you know, she's a nosy hole. And there she goes. So the garden is just taking a rest this year. Hopefully next year I'll be able to get back in there so I can bend properly, so I can plant on the ground. My neighbor has a tiller, and I'm gonna ask to borrow it, and I'm just gonna till the entire garden and start from scratch. I don't till my garden ever, but I'm gonna need the help, so I think it'll be good. And then over here, Joe's gonna install a giant like shed, and half of it is gonna be my garden stuff. So I'll be able to move my stuff out of the greenhouse into that shed, so I can actually use my greenhouse instead of using it for storage. So I got a lot of exciting new things coming up. So anyway, if you haven't pressed that subscribe button, go ahead and do so. I hope you love gardening as much as I do. And I'll see you all next time. Take care.